Dreaming of fresh, homegrown produce? You don't need a sprawling backyard to enjoy the fruits and veggies of your labor. Whether you have a spacious backyard or a sunny windowsill, today, we're going to explore 7 easy-to-grow plants that are perfect for your very own home garden. So grab your gardening gloves and let's get started. First on our list is a true garden classic, lettuce. It's incredibly easy to grow, and you can enjoy a harvest in as little as 4 to 6 weeks. Imagine fresh salads right from your backyard, and the variety. We're talking crisp head, butterhead, and romaine. When it comes to lettuce, sunlight is key. Aim for at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. Lettuce prefers well-draining soil. No one likes soggy roots, right? So make sure your soil is light and airy. You can start your lettuce seeds indoors a few weeks before the last frost, or you can sow them directly into your garden beds once the soil has warmed up. If you're starting indoors, be sure to harden off your seedlings before transplanting them outside. Keep the soil consistently moist, but not waterlogged. Check the soil with your finger. If it feels dry an inch below the surface, it's time to water. Prevention is key when it comes to pests. A little row cover can go a long way in protecting your lettuce from unwanted visitors. Once your lettuce reaches your desired size, simply cut the outer leaves, leaving the inner leaves to continue growing. This way, you can enjoy multiple harvests from the same plant. Next up, we're talking about cherry tomatoes, and let me tell you, these little gems are a true delight to grow and eat. Cherry tomato plants are like little powerhouses, producing an abundance of sweet, juicy fruit all season long. Just like lettuce, cherry tomatoes crave sunshine. At least 6 hours of direct sunlight a day will keep them happy and productive. Well-draining soil is crucial for these little beauties. A nice, loamy soil amended with some compost will do the trick. As your cherry tomato plants grow taller and heavier with fruit, they'll need a little help staying upright. That's where staking or caging comes in. Watering is key, especially during the hot summer months. Check the soil regularly and water deeply when it feels dry an inch below the surface. To keep those pesky pests at bay, consider using row covers or companion planting with herbs like basil, which naturally deter unwanted insects. Harvesting cherry tomatoes is pure joy. Simply pluck the ripe fruits from the vine and enjoy. Now let's talk about a truly special treat, strawberries. There's something magical about growing your own strawberries, isn't there? The anticipation, the sweet aroma that fills the air, and of course that first juicy bite of a sun-warmed berry. Strawberries are surprisingly easy to grow, even if you're short on space. Whether you have a dedicated garden bed, a raised bed, or even just a few containers, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. When it comes to strawberries, you have options: June-bearing, ever-bearing, and day-neutral varieties. Strawberries thrive in full sun, so choose a spot in your garden that receives at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. They also prefer well-draining soil that's slightly acidic, with a pH between 5.5 and 6.5. When planting your strawberries, be sure to space them about 12 to 18 inches apart to allow for good air circulation. Mulch around your plants with straw or pine needles to suppress weeds, retain moisture, and keep those precious berries clean. Watering is crucial, especially during the first few weeks after planting and during fruit development. Aim for about an inch of water per week. To protect your berries from hungry birds, consider using bird netting. Harvesting strawberries is my favorite part. Well, besides eating them, of course. Simply pluck the ripe berries from the plant, leaving the green calyx attached. Enjoy them fresh, dipped in chocolate, or baked into your favorite desserts. No kitchen should be without herbs. Fresh herbs elevate any dish, adding layers of flavor and aroma. Many herbs are easy to grow, even for beginners. Let's focus on 3 classic herbs: basil, mint, and rosemary. Basil, the beloved herb of Italian cuisine, thrives in warm weather and loves sunshine. It prefers well-draining soil rich in organic matter. Mint is versatile and easy to grow, best in containers to prevent spreading. Rosemary, with its piney aroma, tolerates some shade and is drought-tolerant. Harvest just above a set of leaves to encourage bushier growth. Fresh, homegrown herbs, ready to elevate your culinary creations. Now let's talk about radishes. those vibrant, crunchy little vegetables that add a burst of color and flavor to salads, sandwiches, and crudités platters. These little gems are ready to harvest in just 3 to 4 weeks. Enjoy them raw, pickled, roasted, or even grilled. Their peppery bite adds a delightful complexity to dishes. Radishes prefer full sun but can tolerate partial shade. They thrive in loose, well-draining soil. Planting radishes is a breeze. Sow the seeds directly into your garden beds. Radishes don't need a lot of space, making them ideal for container gardening. Once the roots reach about an inch in diameter, gently pull them from the ground. Let's talk about spinach, a true nutritional powerhouse and a welcome addition to any garden. Spinach is packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, making it a healthy and delicious addition to salads, smoothies, soups, stews, and so much more. Spinach is a cool weather crop, which means you can grow it in the spring and fall, extending your harvest season beyond the heat of summer. Spinach prefers full sun, but can tolerate partial shade, especially in warmer climates. Aim for at least 4 hours of direct sunlight each day for optimal growth. Spinach thrives in fertile, well-draining soil that's rich in organic matter. Before planting, amend your soil with compost or aged manure to provide those essential nutrients. Spinach is a fast-growing crop, so you can sow seeds directly into your garden beds as soon as the soil can be worked in the spring. Space the seeds about an inch apart and cover them with about half an inch of soil. Keep the soil consistently moist, especially during germination and early growth. As your spinach plants grow, thin them out to about 6 inches apart. This will give the remaining plants ample space to develop. Pinch off the top few inches of growth when the plants are about 4 inches tall. This will encourage bushier growth and a more abundant harvest. Harvesting spinach is a breeze. You can either harvest the entire plant when it's about 6 inches tall or simply snip off the outer leaves as needed, allowing the inner leaves to continue growing. And last but certainly not least, we have zucchini, a true garden workhorse known for its prolific production and culinary versatility. Zucchini is a type of summer squash that thrives in warm weather and rewards gardeners with an abundance of tender, flavorful fruit. A single plant can produce a surprising amount of fruit throughout the growing season, so even a small planting can yield a bountiful harvest. Zucchini thrives in full sun, so choose a spot in your garden that receives at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. Zucchini prefers rich, well-draining soil that's high in organic matter. Before planting, amend your soil with compost or aged manure to provide those essential nutrients. Zucchini plants are sprawling vines that can take up a fair amount of space in the garden. Space your plants about 3 to 4 feet apart to allow for good air circulation and easy harvesting. Support your zucchini plants with trellises or cages. This will help to keep the fruit off the ground, prevent rot, and make harvesting a breeze. Keep the soil consistently moist, especially during fruit development. Water deeply at the base of the plants, avoiding wetting the leaves, as this can encourage fungal diseases. To deter squash bugs, consider using row covers or companion planting with herbs like mint or oregano. Harvesting zucchini is a true joy. Pick the fruit when it's about 6 to 8 inches long and still tender. Larger zucchini can be tough and seedy. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a destination. Don't be afraid to experiment, learn from your mistakes, and most importantly, have fun. With a little care and attention, you can enjoy a thriving home garden filled with fresh, delicious produce. Happy gardening!